I've been out today to fly my drone along a few stretches of the river in the Upper Derwent, that's between Norton and Malton and Stamford Bridge, and just to take a look and see how much flooding and how much water there actually is. Here we're flying south down the river between Low Hutton to the right, one half of the parish of Hutton Zambo, and Manythorpe out of shot to the left. Trains are still running over the railway bridge, which is relatively high, but there's no road bridge here. There is an iron suspension footbridge, but you'd need a boat to get near it just now, although it is above water at its centre. It's known locally as the Swing Bridge, not because it swings open for boats, but because it swings about slightly unnervingly when you cross it. I used to live in Low Hutton years ago, so I know that it also leaves you feeling that the ground is swinging about under you for a while after you cross it too. Here we're swinging back north, taking a look at Low Hutton village. You can see Hutton Zambo railway station, now sadly no longer a station, and the row of railway cottages and the flooded valley up towards Norton and Malton. This is Kirkham Bridge, the only place you can cross the muddy Derwent just now, anywhere between the Malton bypass on the A64 to the northeast and Stamford Bridge to the southwest. Just out of shot to the right here is Kirkham Abbey, an Augustinian monastery founded in the 1120s. Those Augustinian monks didn't build this bridge, that only went up in 1806, but you can bet that they chose this spot for their abbey because it was an excellent spot to cross that floody Derwent, even when it was in flood. The bridge and the abbey lie in a narrow part of the valley between the high ground of Cram to the west and Westow to the east, and those canny Yorkshire monks would have charged a toll to cross, and they'd have done well when the river was like this. Even in summer the river's pretty deep here, and the local youths like to gather to hurl themselves off the bridge parapet into the water. Don't think you'd better try that just now. Just downstream of the bridge is Kirkham Weir. Bold canoeists shoot it in summer. Nobody's trying it just now. As the daylight fades now, we're flying northwards up the river, approaching the next bridge to the south, which is Howsham Bridge. In the summer, you can paddle through the western arch, and there's a path up to Howsham Mill under the eastern one. Now, although the road over the bridge is dry, the causeway across the flood meadows to the west is under water, so the road is closed. As we continue upstream, it's hard to see where the river channel, quite shallow here, actually is. Most of the volume of the river seems to be flowing over the fields and the road.